Okay, but do you actually like it raw? Because... Welcome back to Heard You Like It Raw. I'm your host, Nicolina. As we dive deep into uncharted territories of our experiences, I welcome you to forget everything you know and just listen. This podcast is going to be focused on being a human and what that really entails. Exposing the raw truths of life and being brutally honest about it is one of my favorite pleasures in life. This podcast is for everyone, and it's also just my truth in hopes that it does something for someone, because this cruel world we live in needs to wake the fuck up. I just hope this gives people perspective. I originally wanted to name this podcast Be Better. One of my favorite things to say is don't be sorry, be better. And this world needs to be. We all need to be a lot better and be truthful about it. Time to hop on the wave, the positive vibrational wave, if you're not already. So get ready, get comfortable. Let's fucking go. I recently joined a spin class. Shout out Ref Cycling, shout out the spin girlies, and the instructor, Katie, who is a bad bitch who always has amazing classes and affirmations. But something that she says that really resonates with me is you can't grow without adding resistance. It's the truest statement out there. Without adding resistance, you'll never get stronger, you'll never elevate to that next level. When I was younger, I wrote a poem and it went like this. You want to know the truth? The truth is, life will kick you down 1,000 fucking times and test you if you'll get up. You want to know the fucking truth? None of this matters. We spend all day comparing ourselves to others. Is my makeup good enough? Do I look as thin as her or as strong as him? Do people think I'm nice? You want to know the fucking truth? It doesn't fucking matter. The truth is, what matters is who you are on the inside. Are you a good person? Do you live authentically? Do you care and love for others? The truth is, no one fucking knows what they're doing, but everyone just acts like it. Now, I wrote this when I was about 16, and what I have to say to that now, the truth is, the veil is gone. We see through you. Wake the fuck up, people. Do you not realize that everyone is an extension of each other and we're all just trying to do our fucking best? Wouldn't it be a lot more fun if we came together and dealt with this shit together? Not only if you have, this job or this amount of money, blah, 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 blah. The exclusivity of saving the world is insane. It shouldn't only be up to the people. It should be us together. We are all one. We are all better. And we all better start acting like it, because this place is really going downhill. And I'm so sick of seeing the world ignoring the actual problems and everyone struggling to survive. I'm over it. We don't need to get jobs and then also have 18 different side jobs and also struggle and all of that. My perspective on this, and I really don't get how some people don't understand this, is that everything is literally made up. All these ways we're told to live and survive, made up. Someone just fucking made this shit up hundreds of years ago and all of this stuff. And like the banking system alone, they just started printing money rather than just using like our combined resources. They just made up money, and now we're all conformed and required to live this life based off of something that is literally made up. Like trillions of dollars in debt. You want to know what? They can print out more money. Who are they paying to? Us, humanity. Like, it's just the stupidest thing in my mind. If you all really think about it, like, it's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense. You're paying to no one. You're paying that debt off to literally our fucking selves. So let that shit go. And I'm not saying don't start a business and don't do your work and the things you're passionate about. I am just saying that collectively we need to focus our powers on what is actually wrong in the world and how to help, aka raising the universal vibration. Because the more we are surviving in this society, we are losing. We need to change, and we need it now. Changing it from surviving to thriving. Why would you not want to be in a thriving world rather than a fearful one? There needs to be more peace, more love, more community, and more communication, because happiness is cool, okay? It's cool. My truth is that I came from a very fucked up family, lots of love, but a lot of neglect and deceit. I laugh at the lots of love part because we really do accept the love we think we deserve, and that shows in my story. My first love was traumatizing, abusive, and manipulative, and I accepted that at the time. Because of my childhood and the experiences I had, my level of worthiness was out the ass. It was just non-existent at all. And I thought everyone screamed at people they loved, and that was just life. I thought everyone was physically abusive. I thought every woman truly never had a say in relationships specifically. And the truth in that, fuck that. This fucking world has led so many people down the wrong path, and it's not the individual. I believe that we really are products of our environment, and when you're in a shitty one, it's really easy from the outside looking in to think like, oh, well, they can change their ways, they can change their attitude, they could make a different life for themselves, but you don't know what you don't know, and unless you've crawled out of that dark hole, you don't know what you're talking about, and you don't get to say that at all, and you should maybe try to understand people more. And those ways, when you're raised in toxic environments, poor environments, that place is dark as fuck, and it's also all you've known. I've moved around a lot as a child, but remained in the same place from like 5th grade until I left for college. I struggled a lot in middle school. Everybody thought I was a bitch, and I was. I look back and I was literally such a bully, such a mean person, and physically abusive to people. Granted, some of those boys in middle school deserved my backhanded slaps for grabbing my ass, but that's besides the point. I was fucked up, and instead of taking a hard look at me and where I came from and try to understand me, because deep down everybody is a good person on the inside somewhere, I believe that people are only shitty because of the cruelty they have had to suffer. And no one did. I even think back to one of my cheer coaches who knew my family, knew where I came from, and still chose to treat me like a bad person when I was fucking 12 years old. And I just had my family far apart, and now I'm in a new town alone and hating my fucking life, and they still treated me like that, experiencing continuous judgment for it, but I didn't know any better. I truthfully believe that there needs to be more good people in the world, because maybe somebody could have helped me out of that dark place sooner. Maybe it didn't have to lead to depression, crippling anxiety, and suicidal thoughts later on. With that, I also believe that we are always right where we're supposed to be. I love who I am today, and I wouldn't change a damn thing, because I really am amazing, and I try to see all the beauty in the life in every single circumstance of my life. And I know most people don't think like this, and after years of therapy and researching my own experiences, I know that a lot of like early adult struggles stemmed from the neglect when I was younger, and we could always think like, oh, things could have gone this way, or oh, things could have gone that way, but it doesn't matter. You are always right where you're supposed to be. But what I'm saying out of this is like, it should have been this way, you know? We should be in a society where we take care of each other. There's so many cultures out there that like, you know, just because you have a kid doesn't mean that kid's just only your responsibility. It's the whole community that comes together and helps people, and it just should be like that, because truthfully, we all just popped out here one day and like, what do we do with it? Why don't we come together and make this a better world? I've had a lot of people in my life dismiss me and treat me like I am the most naive because I'm young or simply a woman. And the amount of healing, growth, expansion, determination, and knowledge I have encompassed is insane for my age. Most people my age do not even have a sliver of the emotional intelligence that I do. And it's because of my experiences and because of spending a lot of time in a dark place and discovering why people felt this sadness, studying myself and my own life, learning and applying it, finding that way all out by myself was fucking hard. And it shouldn't be that hard. And it just doesn't have to be, is my thing. It's like, it literally doesn't have to be. We can change. We can always be the change we wish to see in the world. And I know a lot of more people wish the world was kinder, but instead most people just, you know, accept the fucked up situation they're in and accept it. And I, for one, was not going to. I knew ever since I was young I would be successful, and I had to be. I couldn't be in that environment, lack of resources, lack of support, and not get out. I looked at the people around me and was like, I want that too. And it's just insane, the lack of stability and priorities and everything that are just for those people that don't have that option, you know? And it shouldn't be that way, because a lot of times when people don't have those options and they're just stuck in that negative cycle because they were born into a family that didn't have resources that another family had or anything like that, but they're amazing people and they miss out on adding such value to this world because they can never find their way out of there. And it's like, do you know how better the world would be if we actually utilized people's strengths and actually let them get to that point and be able to fully be themselves? Do you know how much that would affect and triple over into everybody else? I just couldn't understand like why I had to go through these like quote unquote challenges and others didn't. And again, it wasn't a jealousy thing. It was like a, wait, why the fuck is this world like this? Like, this doesn't make any sense. This isn't my fault. I just came out of here and just got handed this. Fucking somebody help, you know? I felt so alone and struggled for so long. I can scream, we are one over and over and over again because we are. I'm so sick of people not being compassionate for others and not wanting to help others and being selfish and greedy. Like, do y'all not realize that we could make the world a better place? It's not a lost cause. It's not only up to the billionaires and millionaires who truthfully only give a fuck about themselves, but pause. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of great ones out there that do want to help and do their part, but do you know how many don't? And truthfully with that, I give them a lot of compassion because it's like, aw, you think you're all high and mighty, but I truthfully know that you're suffering inside your little head there. I know you actually have deep-rooted fears within yourself that make you so incapable of helping others. Makes you so greedy that you stay there in your little protective bubble like a fucking pussy. You want to know the truth? The truth is, I think the entire world needs therapy and life coaching, and there's so many people that are doing great work in this way, but it needs to be bigger. It needs to be louder. The truth is, the world is dying, and we need to wake the fuck up. I feel so passionate about this because of the ways I was raised, all the lack of help, all the neglect, and you want to know what? It's not just my family's responsibility. You are not just born into your family, and that's it, and that's all you have. Nope, you are born into the world, and the world needs to be better at providing for those who don't have amazing nuclear homes and don't have amazing financial resources, because what this does is it keeps adding to the universal vibration. We are in an attraction-based universe. We all give off a vibrational frequency. We are all energy. A friend in high school was taking a physics class and learned about entropy, and like everything is entropy. Entropy is happening around us all the time. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, all of that jazz. And it always stuck with me. And when I got older, I realized why it always stuck with me, and it's because I learned about all of this. And if I'm losing you here, can you at least acknowledge that we are all made up of atoms and positive and negative ions? Cool. With that, you know, atoms give off positive and negative charges, therefore giving off a vibrational frequency. So we have so many people depressed, in poverty, constantly on fight or flight mode, and like that is literally just adding to the universal frequency and bringing that shit down. We all add to it. So the higher we raise our internal vibrational frequency, the better the world will get, the better everything will like elevate. It's literally the law of attraction. The proof is in the pudding, people. Most people have deep-rooted fears that latch onto our vibration and attract fearful things. So when people are constantly in a negative mindset and their life is going to be pretty negative. But when you're positive about things go smoother, so much smoother. I cannot stress this shit enough. We are all energetic beings, and being able to acknowledge that is A, the first part, but B, the way to fix this. If more people acknowledge this and stop worrying about all the materialistic things and fears of judgment and fears of failures and fear of money, if people didn't have to worry about like those specific things, it's just crazy. If they actually worked on finding what feels good for them rather than surviving, it would do wonders. Actual wonders. And whether that may be going against societal norms or not, just fucking do it. Do what sets your soul on fire, because it is the way. You will see in time, and especially to the societal norms, those norms that were made hundreds of years ago, like girly pop, the world has changed. We need to change. The structures and standards have changed, and we wonder why shit isn't working and why things are falling apart. Like, we need to change. Things have to die in order to be born anew. That goes for a lot of things in life. Some of your worst days are actually your best days, and it's because when things fall apart, better things are created. Always, period. So if we did this on a greater scale, y'all, why not try it? Why not shift your perspective? The old ways are dying and not working, so hop on the wave now. Literally, why not? Another one of my favorite things to say is when people say, well, why? Why not? Why not just fucking do it? There's no harm, there's no foul. Why not try to be compassionate, be understanding? Like, we have discovered a common solution. We have a way out, which we can all commonly agree on. We are all humans. We are all energetic beings. This harmonious action, we can all agree to be better, be more understanding of others. Just try. I promise. Keep finding those good feelings and keep fueling that. It's not ignoring the problem, but choosing that everything is okay and knowing that we will get through is just incredible. Just absolutely incredible. Like, strength and numbers. I love to say strength in numbers. So like, can we all just drop the shit a little bit, and drop the differences and please come together. Because you want to know the fucking truth? I can't keep seeing this shit anymore. There's strength in numbers, so please be better. Please be happier. You can be. We all can be. Everything can actually be. I fully believe this. Everything can come together with the right communications, the right message. There's always a compromise. There's always a way. There's always a solution. And if you don't believe that, then maybe you should try being my way and be a little more glass half full rather than glass half empty. There is always a way, and I really do believe, especially with differences. I've watched the craziest people that probably almost like murdered themselves like in my life still come together, still find peace. There is a way. I've seen the most bad shit people still find a way, So on a greater scale, like to the world, like we can all really pause and ignore our fucking differences and look at what's wrong and just say, okay, you're a human, I'm a human. Okay, cool. How do we fix this? Okay. I don't give a fuck what you're from, what your background is, whatever. Can we all just come together and just actually bring that community and bring that humanity back? Like humanity, everything is made up. All these countries, all these everythings are just fucking made up. We all just fucking plopped here and just kept growing and kept choosing to listen to certain people who clearly it's not working. Just in case anybody was wondering, it's not working the way the world is. We need to change. Those societal norms are not fucking working anymore. It is unacceptable. Let those differences go. Let that judgment go. I don't understand why people refuse to let this shit in, but come to the light side. I swear it's fun. We're weird and fun and happy and accepting and loving and understanding, and it's really cool. And you want to know what's really sexy and really cool of people? Compassion, understanding, not being a dick. I was thinking about this in the car yesterday. So my dad is very my way or the highway type of person, especially about a lot of things. And it's people like him that inspire me to talk about the things I do. There are a lot of people in the world that are just nope, sorry, that's just the way the world works. Sorry, kid. You either get on or get lost. And it's nope, that's the way the world did work, but it didn't work. So we need to change it. And in their minds, there's no magic, there's no willy-nilly, no nothing. It's these people despise happiness and fun and laughter in a way. So what inspired me from this was that I was in the car, I was dancing hard as fuck to music, and to the people that know me, I'd be going crazy in the car, and I was looking around damn, more people need to be living their best, silliest life. Why not? If I looked around and saw every single person in their car in traffic just going crazy to music, how much better would traffic be? How much happier would it be when you actually see people loving their lives rather than sitting in their uncomfortable misery, adding to the universal frequency? When people are miserable, I'm grr, please be better. Please. And everybody's a product of their environment. I get why people are miserable because they've had constant experiences that make them miserable. But when you come to the light and you start coming in on that and you start laughing more and being silly more and being weird and fun and just happy, it'll get better. It'll always get better. And my thing with this too is why not? Why not laugh and join in on the fun? Why not be your silliest self and stop judging others for being just happy? It's insane to me. So try to just enjoy yourselves more. Find that good feeling thought. Find that good feeling. Go to more of that, because more people are so afraid of that because we've been constructed by this societal norm to act and do a certain way, and everybody's just struggling and suffering doing it. No, fuck that. Scratch that. I don't know exactly all the details, but we need to fucking scratch that, okay? Scratch that. You're happy? Okay, cool. Let's keep going with that, because when people are happy, they're, oh my God, it's so much better. And literally I say strength in numbers all the time, and especially when you realize that we're all in a vibrationally attraction-based universe, wouldn't you want more people to add to it? Because the more positivity you have and the more you have around you, the more abundance starts coming in, the more things start going smoother and shit like that. And it's just insane to me. And I could go off about all of this for so long. And it's crazy because when I started learning about everything in all of this, it's wow, how do more people not know about this? How are we not taught about this? Instead, I'm sitting in fucking middle school learning about George Washington, when in reality, I should have been learning about this shit, okay? Should have been learning about this. And another thing I wanted to add was that laughter is literally the best medicine, and I think it's what has continued me through all of the darkness. So keep laughing, my loves. I laugh harder and more than most people. I crack myself up all the time. No one makes me laugh harder than myself, truthfully. And in this vibrational frequency world, laughter is one of the best and highest ways to raise your own vibrational frequency. Laughter is the best medicine because it literally produces all those positive chemicals and frequencies throughout our very cool, unique, energetic bodies. And it's just amazing. And there's plenty of other ways to raise your vibration. Also, like meditating. Like, I think a dream of mine would be so cool. Like, what if the whole world just paused and we all meditated? Like, once a year. What if we all just literally, like, everybody came together and was like, hey, we're all just gonna meditate for an hour this time of day, because it's what the world needs. It needs it so badly. So badly. So, you want to know the fucking truth? Go find it. Get curious, get compassionate, try to understand others more and where they came from, and go fucking be better. Stay tuned for the next episodes covering topics like ADHD, dating in your 20s, and much more to come. Love you all. Love yourself. Peace and blessings. I'm out. Oh my gosh, one more thing. This song I want you all to listen to this time is Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bob Marley. Go listen to it, go vibe, go feel it out. All right, now I'm out. Love you all.